Light him up. We're going to stun him on purpose, though. Challenger. Challenger. I'm gonna put it in front of him, so it's a force. He can let the thing go if he wants to. I'm gonna obviously. So we're gonna cause the rally here. That's A. That's S. Blink and you miss me. We get the rally. Oh boy! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this is your time to shine. What am I talking about? I've gotten a lot of comments about Eternal versus Standard, right? Standard is what I think a lot of content creators right now are going to push. People are curious on what decks are going to be played in Standard because of the fact that one, it actually has ranked. As you can see, Eternal, you can't play ranked right now. So this is my plea to you guys. I don't mind mixing in a couple of Eternal decks in my uploads of Standard rank, because most of the time people do not like to see casual play. They think it's, I don't know, boring, or for me, it doesn't really matter. That's the only reason why I play in ranked, is because I know people like to see stuff in ranked. I would play casual all the time if it was up to me, but people like to see ranked. They like to see that the person's in masters. They like to see stuff like that. So what I'm going to do today is that I'm going to play in standard ranked with a Samira deck, right? And then after that, in the same day, I'll try my best. In the same day, I'm going to upload a casual Eternal thing. If you guys are interested in Eternal, please like and comment on that video. I already know that this one will do decent because it's what every content creator is currently doing. But if you want to see more Eternal on a more regular basis, please like and comment that video. Subscribe when you watch that video. It is that is going to help me and help any other person that is interested in making Eternal content going forward. And I'm telling you to not only do it on my videos, but also do it on anyone that's doing Eternal content. It will help show people that it's good in the algorithm. I think that it is purposely, because look at it, 525. Just look at that, 525. Okay, they are specifically pushing the ranked, feeling the masters. I'm in masters. They want to only have that in standard for now. Eventually, there will be mad lads that are like, I'm masters in Eternal and standard, but that's currently not the case. And I'm sorry this intro part of it is going longer, because I really need you guys to understand what that means to YouTubers, streamers, and stuff like that when they're trying to project a certain type of content to their player base. To the player base, they are doing that specifically. So if you want to see technically casual play, you have to ask for it and you have to support it. That's the only way you're going to see more of it. Sorry, I had to go analytical, Jinxie, on you. All right, so but let's have some fun. And by fun, I've been hearing people talk about this deck for a while now. I don't know if people are actually playing this deck the same way I'm playing it, to be completely fair, but I try to give it out. Obviously, it is the Kennen deck. We got the 0 Mark of Storms coming in, and Kennen spamming them, and then that's going to allow you to get a bunch of Samira, who is the queen currently of this expansion, right? Samira is the queen of this expansion because she's very easy. I remember my friend was like, yo, she's kind of hard to level up. And then I was like, nah, bro, she's kind of easy. The fact that this resets only when you get the attack token, so you have like 2 turns to level her up. 2-drop at that. There's many ways you could nerf her, to be honest. But I don't know if she necessarily needs nerfs just yet. She's just a strong character. And within rotation, and this is what people have to understand about what a rotation is, that certain characters are going to become busted because sometimes some of their counters are going to be rotated out and they are going to flourish, and it's easy for them to either rotate that character out, like rotate Samira out because she's too strong in like a month or two, or they could just rotate back in counters to her, or they can just make new cards that make it miserable for her. So yeah, so this is going to be my Samira deck because I think it's I'm not going to oh, Samira Fizz, yeah, I've seen it, yes, I'm very aware of it. But you guys know I usually try to come up with something crazy, and I think I've seen so many people in content creator chat rooms, they'll talk about it, but they're like, I'm interested in it, but they won't play it because there's no popular deck for it. So I thought I'd give it a shot. There's also another Samira deck that I want to try out. Actually, there's 2, but I do want to play a different one in Eternal, which I'll be testing that out like I said, after this video. So this is the deck list. Have fun. It's about protecting Kennen and Samira as much as possible, tagging them out, recalling them as best as I can. Black Flame is big because you can obviously put Kennen in it. You don't want to put Samira in it, just so you guys know. You don't want to play because it resets her counter, unless you want to have her pop out the Black Flame and then play 6 cards, and then yeah, you'll get it. There is a combo that I can try to do, hopefully I can get it, is that you have her pop out, you recall her blocker, she stays out on the field, and now you have 2 Samiras, and which is actually nuts, which I would love to try in another type of deck. It's 2 Samiras on the field, which if you pass this part, I'm sorry, but 2 Samiras on the field, they count separately. They are not tied to the same count. So you could have one on A, you could have the other one on B, and then you have the one that's on A go up to S, that one rallies, then you attack, and then you take the one that's now on A because you want the other one to S, and now that one's on A, and then boom, you play another card, and now one rallies, and now that other one is, they actually are retroactive, and it's very hard to do it. I think the easier way to do it would probably be in maybe Shadow Isles. I think Shadow Isles might be decent enough to do it, and Shurima, because they have easier times duplicating champions. But yeah, once you have 2 on the field, it's kind of nuts. I think I might try that in Shadow Isles. It's just constant doing that, but they don't have much reduction of spells, so it might be hard to keep it going with free cards. I don't know how I'm gonna get free cards, but anywho, let's get into the games. And I'm going to be very upset if I fight against aggro right now, because I actually have an anti-aggro meta deck too that I kind of wanted to showcase. This hand and many Samira deck hands, you kind of just recall unless you have Samira. Getting Kennen early is not that bad, but Samira is what our deck is basically based on. So like without her, it's kind of weird. So I'm assuming this is a more plunder-esque deck. Playing Kennen right now makes no sense. I want to mark something, plus having a recall backup is pretty good. We don't need to play anything right now. We are chilling, big chilling. If he does play Samira, which is pretty cool, we can easily kill off Samira, or at least force Pigeon. Okay. I could kill off the Pigeon, but he needs like another card to make. Well, then again, if I let the Pigeon stay there, it's going to be harder to remove, right? Which I kind of just allowed to happen there. Okay, we have an elusive. Opens attacks with it. Plunder is now activated. I like putting these in the Black Flame too because it's an easy thing. Plunder is now activated. So now all the one-cost homies are gonna live the life.
I possess the secrets of King,
which is that. I'm gonna start ramping it up. All right. I kind of wanna, since it's now, I wanna take this off the field because of that other card, right? What card am I talking about? I'm obviously talking about the card that can keep activating this over and over and over again. So it looks like he's going for like a 1-cost plunder deck. And yes, Dragon Caller here is a one-off because you obviously can keep flow activated extremely easy. It's kind of crazy. Also, I like Alien Tailstones because of the and attack because he has this big chunky 4/3. You get a coin, which is another spell. Sometimes I will use it just to trigger flow. Absolutely. I definitely want to see more flow-based decks with coins, where you're not sitting there stacking it up until the Lord comes home. All right, so we're gonna kill this. We have another recall. We have 2 recalls activated right now.
I have studied every fighting manual.
2 Kennens played. Take it out. He's looking for a really big swing here. Next turn. But we have recalls.
I excel at making heads turn and roll.
Samira is here. I doubt he wants to weaken her though. I have a lot of mana. He doesn't have too much mana. They don't have many responses. Not in this deck anyway. Like Pirouette is an option for him. But luckily this is a 3-mana recall Kennen, so
Balance in all things.
I'm gonna start getting you prepped up, girl. If he has 2 Samaras in hand, he can use this to ping the Nexus so he can use the all out and kind of keep himself protected. But I have to pressure her. Oh yeah, that's even better.
Time to get rich.
Yeah, that makes sense. No, you're probably gonna get that to that.
Get to it.
A lot of damage here. Doesn't matter. Surprised he didn't use Flare to at least pressure the Kennen. We have enough mana to
You have much to learn.
I kind of want to not spend too much mana here because I want a Dragon Caller. But as you can see, I have so many spells and not enough things. If Kennen dies,
Let me see your tech.
and there's a lot of mana up right now too. I would deny her strike, but there's no purpose of denying her strike at the moment.
You have much to learn.
I could also just recall his thing, but he could easily use this because it's burst speed. This will 100% be changed to focus. He could burst speed hit my Nexus right now, and then use a all out, and then boom, all of a sudden I can't do this anymore. It's +2/+2, or they could change this to be +1/+1. Makes it a little bit easier to work around. There's a lot of things. So he's gonna hit it. Probably use one of the all outs. So I'm assuming just to push more damage, or just because he gets another one for free because of Samira. That is another option there. 4 cards in hand. Hey, I can't see, you're cheating. Alright, so now, in order to do this properly, you play the Dragon Caller first. We get the Attune. Then we coin into hitting Samira. And there's a possibility, well, he actually has... I don't know what's in his hand, but I feel like he could probably still get Samira out there. But getting a kill on her would be huge. But all out definitely stops that like pretty easily. Pretty easily, I'd say, but at least we'll pressure her to possibly use a buff because, thank God, when she levels up, she doesn't instantly rally, which would have been a nightmare. They just get a thing here.
These arena types look showy. I bet they pay well.
It's always the rich who are stingiest.
I already have it activated. The only thing that me playing Kennen right now does, theoretically, is just put him in danger, technically. So actually, I will just pass unless he empties his hand a little bit. Okay, fair enough. We get our dragon. We get it all out. I want to immediately pressure the Samira though.
I have mastered the rain, lightning, and cloud style.
So now she's pressured. 9 mana. Huh? Oh boy. And people want to see rank play all the time. Hey, see, you know what's funny is that I could, well, we're in silver, right? You can always do that. And see, he does it anyway. That's painful. Into all out to protect her.
Come on, you sorry lot. Where's your spirit?
Now I'm scared, right? So the thing here is that she plays one more card and she levels here. No matter what, right? How many cannons? 4. Actually, I should just recall my guy anyway. It doesn't matter, actually, now that I think about it. Doesn't matter. Because it will be my 5th cannon. He can't kill her with 1 mana. Not in your life. Unless Blaze Edge. Oh, it got rotated. So this is going to give me a ton of things anyway. Kennen, come to me!
Ultimate Tempest Strike!
All right. His best bet is to block with this. If he does block, I get more. Cool. I actually don't need to do that. I can still kill her. Right? Which would be really unfortunate for him. And then we have 2 all-outs. Which is very risky. Because I didn't trigger Plunder initially. So if I need to use another all-out, it is what it is. But I'm pretty sure this is detriment. Like, this destroys his entire... Okay, so he does have one thing. He has a fucking warning shot, so she levels.
Just when you thought you'd seen it all.
So he had 2 ways to activate Plunder before playing this. Oh, that has to hurt, bro. So that dies. I'm still killing Samira, though. I could risk doing it next turn, but I'm not. He has 1 card in hand, which could be another all-out. Fair enough, but I doubt it. I think he would have just used that instead. All right, and then we're going to mark up something that will actually die. We'll have a blocker. Kennen might have to die, unfortunately. Our coin hasn't done much. This guy can also block as well. It really depends on what we got. And as you see, if I drew Samira, it's a perfect deck. I just have no way of getting Samira permanently in my hand. And that's the only problem with this deck, I feel. It has a lot of... Oh my god. I think I need to put in... did I put drawbacks in this deck? I don't think I did. A lot of damage, but we have... You take the chunkiest. You take this... the closest, biggest block. And then Kennen's going to have to take out this guy. Very unfortunate. That sucks. I can't even like lose 1 blocker. It's the only option that I have at the moment. Yep. Another pigeon. I can activate 2 of these cards just to activate them. I'll do it. Yay. Flow is activated. But it means nothing. And even if so, I can't even level up Samira at this point. You get tag out. Which I could tag this out so I have a real boy? Is that what we're doing? Tag out so we have a real boy? Nah, because none of his attackers are less than 2. And he has draw power. So this was a good experience, I think, but you do once again, and it's just the type of deck that it is, right? Like you just kind of need your champions. I basically what do they call it? There's a term for it when you pepper out or whatever like that. I just ran out of resources basically. But I don't think I'm running the draw spell in Ionia, so that's kind of my fault. Not to say I was gonna draw into it, but it is my fault for not running it. And yes, I'm staying in the match so I could see if I draw Samira, so I can be like, there you are, you know, the classic. Okay, no. Oh yeah, that's technically my draw. Vestalian Disciple is technically the draw that I use in this deck because it helps Kennen out and things of that nature. No quotes for you, okay? You barely deserve anything. All right, so you don't get no win quotes, okay? You have to sit in silence like I do. Let's add in that thing. Like Deathmark is kind of, because we do have a different ephemeral, but I think for draw, what do we have for draw in this deck? I think it's a different deck. All right, so let's try this. A little bit less, but we have a little bit more draw power. We definitely need Vestalian Disciple early, so we can use that as our draw engine as well. All right, what are we going against? Now, I'm so, I swear to God, I'll switch this video midway and just play my anti-aggro. But maybe we have enough gusto to take them out. We have double Kennen here, which is great because I can spam the well, I can't spam it. We draw a new place to bets, and we have the tag out. This is probably a decent hand to this because we can instantly kill Samira. And I actually fought against this deck before and won on the basis that actually I have an easy time killing Fizz. One thing that people need to realize about Fizz, and he's about to realize it right now, is that the protection thing causes them to use a spell a lot of the times when they don't want to. Especially now in this early game. He's about to have a terrible time. Because now that Fizz is marked, he's going to have to perpetually spend time trying to keep Fizz alive. You have to be really cautious about this. So like, even if let's say I tag this out, which I really can't because of the mana issue, but he's gonna have to like always have a spell to use it. A lot of times it's like, oh, I have a spell, but yeah, I'm gonna use it after you're done attacking, so you don't get to go elusive or anything like that. So, or you already used your spells. How many does he do? 6? I feel like they might, if they want to keep him in rotation, they're probably gonna need to boost this up. I bet you do. So he just boosts damage that turn. That's fine. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna chill. Now this is gonna be cool because I'm not gonna target him with the lightning rush, but I will target this. So we open attack here. Black Flame is really good actually. God, is that good? I can't resist that. Kennen in the Black Flame is insane. We can play Kennen here for free, and I'm going to now pressure the Fizz with the Mark of the Storm, and you gotta respect it. Sucks to suck. You gotta respect it because he has to play a card to keep Fizz alive. This is the same thing for Samira. This deck actually pressures this deck a decent amount, but that's if you have Kennen. Eventually, I don't know, in like 20 games, I'll actually draw Samira. Okay. If it dies, right? Yeah, sure. I can still use the tag out on this Fizz if I want to. What other spells you got? Because you should have used it. Oh no, Fizz dies again. I know a lot of people don't like messing with Fizz, like it's worrisome. Oh, I see what you're trying to do. If I attack, technically this thing becomes a thing, but recalling Fizz is kind of a cool thing if you didn't know. Yeah, he could block with that if he wants. And they don't, there's no blaze that's like, this deck, Kennen is so safe right now. It's insane. It's so insane how safe, I feel super safe playing it unless you're Freljord and you have Ice Shard and stuff like that. Like, how do you kill Kennen? Mystic shots, obviously. Mystic shot, Caustic Rift is a nice way to do it. Caustic Rift is good. I think that's another thing. I just want to play AoE cleave decks. Again, Unworthy Soul is triggered right now. I could just bounce this back to the hand, even though I already marked it, right? There it is. Now that pressures the Elegant Edge. We still have... Alright, generates a random card in hand. Pressure. 0 cost. 0 cost, boss. And this thing already triggered Plunder, so he could trigger this. He's gonna push some damage, but eventually, like, he just kind of runs out of gas, personally. 6 damage, we go down to 9. Perfectly fine with that, actually. I currently have to keep mana up in case he does have something to kill. Now, when we attack, we're getting a ton of spells, right? We're fine here. Again, Samira! Aye! Aye, Samira! My dear! My dear! My dear! Where you at?
What could you ever teach me?
Also, Unworthy Soul super good with if you have to fight against the brash equipment. Bounces that out.
With our one-of-a-kind wares.
Lovely. That is very cute of you. Let's have some fun here.
Rain and lightning.
Now we get to poke him down a little bit. We're gonna get a ton of what's it called here. Ton of marks. There we go. We got 3 of them. So he could not block if he wants to. And again, we could recall one of these other Kennens here.
Paying for that?
So boom, now we're looking at them trades. Ah! Sorry, buddy. That's dead. I want to keep my Vistalion Disciple, absolutely. So we're gonna kill that. I can pressure to kill this. I pressure to mark up in any card that he actually plays now. Like, yes. We be trading. Like I said, I need this for draw. We do have place your bets. Okay. Now some people play these one at a time. I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. So I will not be doing that. Just flag him up. Now that's dead too. Gnosis is happy. Gnosis is Shurima right now, just like a proud dad. You get another Black Flame. No real good target. I mean, I could, again, the Vistalion Disciple would be good for that. But we need Samira. Another reason why Samira is in this deck is because Samira allows you to... whatchamacallit? I can't think of the word. Rally an attack on their turn. That's what I was thinking about. I might have to use... Okay, he's drawing. He's looking for options. Draw 2 next round. I might use this, the Ionian Telestones. We already have Tag Out, and we have the other thing. Plus, we need some help. Healing right now is really good. It just allows me to heal my Nexus back up. Why I really like the Telestones. I think it's a 3 of in this deck, if I'm not mistaken. Lets me heal back. Most of the time, they don't have anything to do with it, so... They're like, yeah, sure. Plus, that would have just been another recall if I needed it. And the swap is pretty good, too. Wait, what could he be using from there? Maybe the, Playful Trickster. Chum the Water is more powder. More powder into AoE Sweep, I could predict. Alright. Chum the Waters. Okay. I don't know. I think that end summon, so I think one is not exclusive to the other thing. So that's 4 costs. Well, you just sit right there, buddy. Our whatchamacallit is pretty stacked too. Enjoy the show. Pirouette's really good. Okay, now he gets his extra card draw. We draw amazingly here. Then we can recall him if we need to.
You can fight, show me.
We're generating a lot of cards here, but they're all marks, so it doesn't like actually ruin my hand at all. Actually, I do have to use all of them, right? See, now my hand's full. So we just mark this guy up a little bit. So he does know. Okay. So he knew that that would happen.
I excel at making heads turn and roll.
Okay. So we lost our draw. I was curious if he would maybe block this, but he just took the damage. So we pressure Samira here. He'd have to pop the flare into an all-out, which would mean he could have double Samira. No, he lets Samira straight up die. Stylish shot. You plan to hit my Nexus with a character? Okay. My confusion is immeasurable. We have 1 mana, bounce it back. I can even use the tag out to generate more coins for a bigger play. You know, when you draw Samira. When you draw Samira, I really possibly should have blackout flamed the Vistalion Disciple. Ah, she is here. The champ is here. Dum, 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 dum. The champ is here. Play it again, sir. Sorry. Another coin. She's finally here. And we have protection. We get the cook. I got my apron. Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Too easy. Where was the danger?
There was none. There literally was absolutely none. We were completely safe the entire time, and he fucking pushed out on me, bro. He didn't let me cook. We will need the protection of the gods to keep any of our characters alive here. Samira is here. I guess, you know what? She's like, where's the danger in the last thing, right? And here it is, actually. This is super dangerous. If I can get a good black flame target, I will be this. I don't know if I'll need this early. Maybe later, but I definitely don't need it early. So what do I need? I need more protection spells. This is a great black flame target. Is that good to have recall as well? I did that a little bit too quickly. Mastava Disciple would have been good to attack with there. 3 mana kill her. Quietus does. And then I wouldn't be able to protect her. I'm gonna play this now that I could retreat it. Actually, I probably would leave it there. I would let him kill it, if I'm being honest. If he has Quietus, which he should be running because of the equipments that are going around. At the very least, you would run it because of that. This is just, it's obviously me just baiting him into using some spells. Like I said, putting Samira in the Black Flame is not as good unless I plan to Black Market. So he has Mystic Shot, that would have been for Samira, 100%. And I could save it, but again, what's really cool about Retreat is that Return works on her as well. Adaptatron is in the building. Trapatron. That's good. Now with Glorious Evolution out, there's no tech, you know, fill in the blank anymore. Seeing him is amazing. What we might do here, it might actually be better to work on Kennen. Work on Kennen, allow Kennen to do what he needs to do. You allow Kennen to do what he needs to do, and then Samira just kind of benefits off of it. I actually just misplayed that, actually, a little bit. 1 mana, he can't do anything. So what we're gonna do here...
Take the shot or lose the chance.
Because I would have got 1 trigger off of that. Wait, 1 mana? Oh, duh. Quietus. I'm like, what do you got for 1 mana? So we predicted the Quietus correctly. Could have used it on Kennen. I wanted to flare so I could pull him in just for a free trade, but it is what it is. Quietus down, Mystic Shot down. Tag out's awesome. Pushes 3 damage. The world does not care. Aftershock would be a decent thing, but we're gonna put him in since he readily attacked without applying much pressure. Could see a Jayce here. Raw Aftershock. Can you even run Raw Aftershock? You can run Aftershock. You can run Raw Aftershock. Actually, that gets me free damage and your thing. So you kill the thing. The card that comes back actually gets resummoned, giving me another Mark of the Storm, allowing me to ping your guy. Now he can't block. As long as we keep 2 mana up, we're in a decent spot here. Raw Aftershock, ladies and gentlemen. Weird. Where are your 6 cost cards, sir? I'm getting concerned. We could go again for Samira. No, it's like the same thing.
No need to make a name for myself. Just an impression.
So we got this. We'll flare, pull in the tech guy, formula. Depending on what he gets, it could be scary. My man Dick Slush went back to his old mentor. Definitely want to take this guy out more so than anything.
This should be fun.
Also, retreat return is a ton of triggers for Samira as well. So he dies, we go, we bingo bango. We've already played 2 Kennens at the moment, so he doesn't have many cards here. We still need him to play something. We have many ways to recall our units here. We would prefer not to recall Samira because it's going to reset her trigger thing. Drawing another Kennen is phenomenal. Like, he has things, but he needs to target our stuff and it has to work. In a recall deck,
The sweet smell of science.
it doesn't really help him that I have ways to dodge vengeance. Like, he doesn't get the same value out of it, I guess, is my point. He has low mana here. It looks like I'm doing stuff randomly here. I could actually, well, if I lower his HP, I can use the other recall thing. He might get to play a spell here. But I'm going, honestly, to kill him. That is my goal here, is to kill him. 4 and 4. They didn't reduce his thing either. I could actually just recall him right now. Is that the play? Use the tag out to... No, because I'm going to get more progression for my own thing. So he gets 4. He plays another thing. He's at 8. But he's going to die here.
I have studied every fighting man.
A machine for sports ball.
I should wait for his attack, though. I'm going to block one of his 2/1s.
You have much to learn.
There we go. We'll take 6 damage here, but we kill off the Heimer. Samira is also leveled. Whoa, baby!
Don't hold anything back. I won't.
These guys have too low HP for me to care. One more cannon and we're good. Fortunately, she resets. Alright, so open attacking is definitely going to be the thing here. He doesn't have much here. He has one 6-cost spell, which I actually should have checked if definitely want to take out. We'll just hit the Nexus. So I have access to that. I don't need to pull any of these really. They're not threatening anything. Cool.
Try to keep up.
How many rallies can you live through, buddy? Colgate. 6-cost card that he can't use.
I help when I can.
Shut up when I can't. Alright, so... This is one rally. I mean, this is one way to recall. I have another way to recall him. And let the feast begin! Oh, baby!
If it's a people problem, I'm your man.
It is definitely a people problem.
I break the wind. Now you will see my final move.
Oh, baby, I got it. In recording. So we do... Sucks. The only thing that does suck about this is that I do need stuff to mark. This is A. And then this is S.
Isn't it thrilling?
There goes my rally.
Blink and you'll miss me.
Attack.
No problem.
If you block him, I get more. Thank you. Now I could, I don't want to deny the strike here. We need to utilize these on random targets, pretty much. This thing's gonna die. I need to strike. I get 2 here. D. Mark him up.
Thrilling.
You know, we got some time, you know. Give myself, hit the Nexus one more time. I think I have to go with the heal. Hope to draw into another card that I can use. D, C, B, A. Hold on. Let me hit the Nexus one more time.
Waiting for the right moment.
Basically. Because this is all my mana, though. We do that. We oh. And then we play this.
Blink and you'll miss me.
Get another rally.
Thrilling.
Now you Mystic Shots Kennen. Well, actually would be smart, but I think he would have tried to Mystic Shot it before. Alright. Now we attack again.
This should be fun.
Come on.
I need to strike this time. Because this is only good for this turn. And the card she generates is good for the next turn. We still have Unworthy Soul. We didn't push too much damage there, but it is a good thing to show how it works in ways that you can abuse it a little bit. Goes with the formula. No Jayce. Heimer died. Didn't we do that all in the same turn though? We killed the what's it called? Okay. Dodged a bullet.
Let's get to work.
I feel like there's no purpose of playing Kennen right now, cause like all these spells are good to.
Watch your backs.
I don't have a way. He still gets to strike anyway.
What could you ever teach me?
I actually have no protection. There could have been an argument to I'll be honest with you guys. I forgot that I had two Samaras, so there really was no purpose of saving Samira. I could have just saved the Kennen and then had another Samira, and then I would have had another spell, another recall spell for myself. So he's searching desperately for Jayce. It's pretty evident that's what he's doing. So now the other Samira will be fine here.
I excel at making heads.
That could cause a GG right there, honestly. Unless he has another Aftershock. So he's running Raw Aftershock.
Hex tech coming through.
Hextech Handler. Giving it up.
I have studied every fighting manual.
I'm sure you have. Light him up. We're going to stun him on purpose, though. Challenger. Challenger.
No problem.
I'm gonna put it in front of him, so it's a force.
Wu-Ting style.
He can let the thing go if he wants to. I'm gonna obviously. So we're gonna cause the rally here. That's A. That's S.
Blink and you'll miss me.
Blink and you miss me. We get the rally. Oh boy. Like, actually, it's crazy because in other Samira decks, you actually don't rally this often, in my personal opinion. Like, you need like a ton of coins or something like that in order to do what I'm doing. Place your bets. Only one stack on there.
Hope they're watching.
Get some more stacks. I wish I had a way to draw actually, but I don't. Get two more.
Blink and you'll miss me.
We draw again. Place your bets again. Fortunately, can't use it. Nexus strike. Do we have enough? We do. Coin me, daddy.
Try to keep up.
Drop the mic on him.
Lucky for them, the last thing they saw was me.
Facts. Get that meta out of here. Get me out of silver. The hell is wrong with you guys? I'm way better than that. Jesus. And that is it. You saw we fought against actually 2 meta decks, and I feel like, if I'm being honest, I think they got demolished. I think that it wasn't actually even close. I do 100% think, now we did a little bit of changes into the deck at the first match, so technically Grappler does this a lot. Like, he'll play a deck, it will lose, and then he'll be like, oh, I ordered it. Like, now it's 0-0. But really good. We didn't see the God Will of Ceiling, but I think you get the concept of what it was. Dragon Call will put it into work when it does come out. And so do all the coins. Like I said, this is a great deck when you're not trying to stack the coins to high heavens. You're just kind of using it as triggers for Samira or Flo. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Super fun. And like I said, check out the Eternal video that should come out sometime today as well. Peace.